as much as I would love to go in, I'm allergic to freezing cold water. Hello folks, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Scotland. It kind of feels like I'm doing a tour of all the waterfalls over the last few weeks. We went to the awesome Blackland Falls in the vlog last week, and today we are at the falls of Brewer. I wanted to take a quick trip up here because listen, it has been inexplicably hot over the last couple of days here in Edinburgh. Today as we were driving up, it's been consistently 29-30 degrees Celsius. That is unheard of in Scotland. It is melting temperature for us Scots. We thought, where can we go and have a nice wee cool down? So we've come here to the falls of Brewer in Perthshire on the A9 on the way up to Inverness. It is stunning here. I was here when I was a kid. We went camping here. So I'm really looking forward to coming back and exploring. This is such an awesome place. I remember spending a lot of time here when I was a kid with my family, my brother, my mum and dad and everybody. We camped nearby at Blair Athol, and I just remember playing in the water here. It's an awesome spot. Such a beautiful park. The trees here, the woods and the forests are just amazing. We just spent so much time playing here. The water is crystal clear, and there are some amazing waterfalls and pools that we should be able to swim in. There's Justine with her bright blue hair. However, one thing, they've been forecasting all week that we were going to get 2 days of really intense hot weather, which we have, and that at 8 PM tonight we would get intense lightning storms all across Scotland. It seems like one of the storms might have arrived early because we just pulled up at the car park. It is after 5 PM, so it should be another 3 hours until the storms arrive, and there's this big massive black thundercloud above us. So we're hoping we get an hour or two here just to enjoy ourselves before the rain. That would be good. I love lightning storms, so I'm actually really excited about that happening as well. Let's see how long we get here, and I'm going to show you around. The Brewer Falls, the Falls of Brewer. There's actually a wee bit of history to tell you about here, and I knew this before but I didn't know exactly which poem it was, but Rabbie Burns actually wrote a poem about this place. So Rabbie Burns visited this area in 1787 and wrote about the beauty of here, but also wrote about how the place was wanting for trees and shrubs. It was apparently barren at that time. All this greenery you see around, all this lush, amazing, beautiful forest did not exist in the time of Rabbie Burns. So Rabbie Burns wrote his poem in a way to petition the landowner at the time to plant trees, to plant any greenery on the banks of the river here in this gorge. And when Rabbie Burns died, the landowner made this forest, planted these trees and the shrubs all around here in Rabbie Burns' memory. And I think that is an awesome part of history from right here in this amazing part of Scotland. Oh yeah, it is a pool. Alright, so there is an awesome looking pool right in front of us. It's pretty deep in some parts, but that could be the place to swim. It looks amazing. I think we're going in. All sorts of really cool archways and stuff here. I'm so glad I came back here. This is bringing me back so many childhood memories. This place is awesome. We're going to try and make our way down to the water now and maybe get in. It's such a nice day. I mean, it's not recommended to swim in water in Scotland throughout the year, but we've had weeks and weeks of hot weather and very little rain, so the water in all the rivers is actually pretty low at the moment. There is no spate water, and like you can see, it's just perfect for swimming, so we're getting in. I mean, this place is like the closest you can get to a tropical rainforest in Scotland. But like weather like we've had over the last couple of weeks is actually pretty rare. It is very hot today. 28, 29 degrees in the car. It even hit 31 at one point, which is absolutely bizarre for Scotland. So we need to make the most of it. Is anything that signifies more the forest than pine cones? I absolutely love these things. It's Justine climbing our way down. Is it alright to get down?
Yeah, I would sit down because it used to really slippery.
What's that? A Pokeball. This place is like a fairy tale. I am sweating so hard. It is so hot, but look at that water. Look how clear it is. That has been swimming, absolutely, 100%. It's going to be a wee bit cold, but it has to be done. Everybody else has been in the water and I've been taking photos of them and stuff, but I'm not sure I'm getting in because it is actually freezing cold, the water. As much as I would love to go in, I'm allergic to freezing cold water. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm in the water, I'm just in my feet and that's it, look. I mean, that's kind of my level right now and that's fine. Anyway, such a gorgeous spot. If you look there behind me, there's this old bridge which is really cool as well. Look at that. At least I need to get my face wet, right? Whew. That's refreshing. Not as refreshing as actually swimming, but I ain't doing it. Before we go, I just want to have a really quick word about health and safety here at the Falls of Brewer. And to be honest with you, this counts for all the rivers and waterfalls around Scotland and the UK because they're all pretty much the same. But here especially so. So there's been a number of really high profile incidents over the last year or two, and that includes a fatality where somebody actually died. There are signs all up and down the river here telling you not to enter the water, do not swim, because for a large part of the year it would actually be really, really dangerous here to swim. Because, especially up the stream here, the water is very deep. There's a lot of canyons, caves, steep waterfalls, sharp rocks, and extremely strong undercurrents. And if you're not a good swimmer, you can be taken away really, really easily here, and you can find yourself in really deep danger. But one thing to remember, despite the signs here telling you absolutely not to enter the water, it is not illegal no matter what anybody tells you. In fact, I've just had a conversation with a really nice policeman who confirmed the matter. It's not illegal to swim here, or most rivers in Scotland, in fact. You can swim till your heart's content. Nobody can tell you not to do it. But as I say, a place like this is a gorge. It's really dangerous. It can be extremely dangerous, especially for children. So you just need to bear that in mind. There are signs here telling you not to enter the water. They are usually best heeded. I feel comfortable with what I'm doing here. And also remember, it's been an unprecedented period of at least 2 months here in Scotland of practically zero rainfall and hot temperatures. This river and many rivers around Scotland are at low levels, so the water is extremely low. I felt very comfortable with what I was doing today, but you should definitely pay attention to the warning signs and probably not enter the water if you've got kids or if you've got any doubts about your safety in the location. I have played in this very river since I was a small child. I remember spending holidays here. It is a beautiful place. Please come here, but really think hard before entering the water. As much as I say, come on, adventure everything, it's a great little place to swim. Just be careful. With that said, don't forget to explore Scotland because there's so many awesome places. And if you like to swim, if you like to cool down, get in the water. Just be careful about it. That's basically it. Especially on a day like today, on the rare occasion when Scotland gets up to 30 degrees Celsius. That is just absolutely insane. That might never happen again, to be fair, so you've had it. I've just enjoyed the only day that's ever going to be this warm. It's like a jungle. Anyway, we're going home now. We're almost back at the car now. Actually, for once, after an adventure, I'm really excited to be getting home because, as I say, there's going to be some epic thunder and lightning storms tonight. It's already clouding over here, but it's supposed to be really, really strong in Edinburgh tonight, so I love extreme weather incidents. Thunder and lightning doesn't happen here in Scotland very often, only on days like today. That was a nice few hours. Anyway, just wanted to point out, this is the house of Brewer. It's a very Scottish traditional shop that sells a lot of touristy type stuff and a nice restaurant. gift shop and all that kind of stuff. But it's closed now, I'm not going in. Look at that thick black cloud up there. It's going to come down tonight. Feel like I'm getting the experience of what it's like to be in a tropical country right now, when you get those really hot days and then you get the thunder and lightning at night. So off we go back down the A9. Takes about 2 hours from Edinburgh depending on traffic. Not that far. Before the rain starts. Thunder and lightning might start before we get home. Look at that. That is some crazy heavy clouds. Alright, so we're back home from that trip today. It was awesome. I've had a couple hours break, but I'm out in the garden now, and I've come out because I heard a few rumbles of thunder. I also looked at my phone at lightningmaps.org, the live tracking of lightning. As I told you before, I am a lightning geek. I absolutely love extreme weather. For us in Scotland, lightning is extreme weather. It doesn't happen that often. And there's a band of lightning heading our way according to the live tracking of the app. So hopefully within the next 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to start to see some action. I'm going to record it right here on video, hopefully, and I'll put it on the vlog if something happens. But I guess I should end the vlog right here out in my garden. It is so hot still. It is something like, I don't know, 20 degrees, which is warm for being this time of night here in Scotland. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Until the next adventure, have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care.